Angie Coenen always dreamed of being a mother, but this week's hometown hero found her path leading not only to motherhood, but motherhood in the military.
He decided to go in, but he wouldn't go in unless I went in, and I said, sure. I'm not doing anything. We don't have any kids yet, so I went in, and I'm so happy I went in.
Imagine enlisting in the Army just on a whim. That was the reality for 19-year-old Angie Coenen and her then-husband, Bill. Luck was on their side when they visited a recruiter in Appleton in 1974.
Well, we got the same MOS, which was Strategic Microwave Systems Repair, and then they said, we'll station you together. You don't get stationed together, and you don't get the same MOS, but they gave it to us.
Shortly after catching the train out of Milwaukee for boot camp, Coenen's luck ran out. Her and her husband were split up temporarily. She was heading to Fort McClellan in Alabama for training with the Women's Army Corps.
I loved it. I loved the structure. I think that's what I needed, was structure in my life.
Following some more training in the U.S., Coenen and her husband set off for Taipei, Taiwan in '76. Stationed at the Taipei Military Exchange, Coenen worked with the Taiwanese military, providing support and training their personnel on Vietnam-era communications equipment like switchboards.
So for me, it was like a puzzle, and I loved puzzles. It's just a lot of things I never ever would have done, except I was there. You know, being even a woman back then.
Then throw a baby into the mix, a move to Italy, and another baby. Coenen got to see all sides of what it was like to be a woman and a mother in the military. Now, she just wanted to do the mother part.
I'm glad I went in. I got to see both sides, being a wife and having kids in the Army, also being in the Army. It was much more fulfilling.
Most days now, you'll find Coenen here on her computer, where she runs the website for the VBA. Out of all the veterans groups she's been a part of, she says the VBA is the one that's made her feel the most at home.
I was welcomed. I never felt shunned or anything there. I loved it. Maybe shunned because I was a woman, but they got over that really quick. You get kind of used to that. When you're in the Army and you're a woman in one of the, like the only woman wherever you are, pretty much.
The Vietnam War ended before Coenen ever finished her basic training, making her what's called a Vietnam-era vet. While she never wanted that title, sometimes it's taking the road less traveled that makes you whole.
All I ever wanted to be was a mother and a homemaker, period. On the way to becoming that, I went through this great adventure, and I am so happy I did, because it made me who I am.
Thank you for your service, Angie. Angie continues to work with the Vietnam Veterans of America, meeting with the group on a weekly basis. If you know someone who you'd like to nominate for our Hometown Hero segment, just send an email to WFRV hometownheroes@wearegreenbay.com.